console dot readline, right? If I write something, it will okay. You can use console dot readline, right? So why it shows like this? Okay, I'm gonna just remove this and remove this. Okay, right? If I write like this, and before that, when I write, it shows like you know what? It shows console red line under this because the compiler cannot identify the read line. Read why? Because I'm just writing the comments over here. Just always keep in mind read line always take the string value. But over here we assign integer. That's why it goes read line goes the red line under the each under the statement, right? So if I use the string, then it won't. For example, if I write string, okay, and if I put n1, you see no red line under the read line, right? If I write n2, so no red, right? Why? Because of the type. Only readline can get the input from the user as string value. It cannot get like you are putting maybe 20, 200, whatever, but it gets as a string. It's not getting as an integer. Okay, but when you do any mathematical operation, you need to use the integer. You cannot use the string, right? Okay, now you see it changed again. You see the red line. So now what you need to do, you are getting the values from there, right? So you can make it integer. How we can change it to the integer, that string value? We can use the one comment is called int dot parse. Okay. If I use int dot parse and then this one is a capital parse, okay? And then within the parenthesis, if you put the console, you see no more red line, right? What's happening here? Okay. What I did here, I just change because my initially I assigned the variable as integer, right? I assigned the variable as integer. variable as integer, right? But I said readline cannot get any value as a integer. It gets value as a string, right? So what you need to do, you have to convert it. You have to change it. How you gonna change it? You have to use the int dot parse. Int dot parse means is gonna parse the value. Whatever the value you provided is gonna be converted to the integer. So that is called the typecasting. Typecasting means you are converting your type. And there are so many ways. Okay, I'm gonna show you everything. Okay, now run this one. If I run it, then it will ask to enter the value. Right now, N1 and N2 doesn't have any value. Okay, but in the screen it doesn't say enter this value. We will fix it. But for now, think about um, 5. This is very slow. Okay, 5, then 4. And after I hit enter, then it shows 9. 5 plus 4 equal 9, right? But it's not looks good. Actually, what does it mean? So we can rewrite it. How we can change it? We can change look like for this one, first one, console dot write line. Write line means whatever we want to see, show or we want to display. For the to whatever we want to display, we use the write line. Console dot write line. Okay, and then say enter the value of N1, right? And the same way you can write it here. I'm just copying. Okay. Okay. Enter the value of 2 and 2. And then what we want to see after that, after we enter this value, we can write sum of N1 and N2 is what? Is N3. But one thing you have to remember over here, you see the plus sign. Why I put the plus sign? Because whenever you write something under the write line statement, you have to use the double quote, and under the double quote whatever you write, it is basically treated as a string. It's not treating as a individual part. It's as a whole string. So it cannot do anything, any operation within this one, right? So for N3 is this one. N3 is my output, right? N1 plus N2 is N3. Or if I assign like N4 and equal N1 minus N2, okay. Why N4 is red? Anybody can tell me? Because I didn't declare the type. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't declare the type here. Okay. And if you want to see two outputs, you just write it down here, like console dot write line, and then you can say is N4, right? N3 is sum, N4 is subtraction, right? So subtraction is N4 and N3 is sum. So if I want to see output, so let's run it first, then we'll see. Okay, what it says, enter the value of N1. So I'm gonna put 12. Then it says enter the value of N2. I'm gonna putting 10. Okay, then it says the sum of N1 and N2 is 22, and subtraction of N1 and N2 is 2, right? So you get the output like this. So you can make it, more feasible way, like, okay, I'm gonna show this one, how you can display, how you can write it down, right? Okay, okay, one thing here, control V. For example, if I didn't write here, okay, anything here, and I said is N3. So what it gonna be display here? Anybody have any idea?
It's gonna display the sum value, N1
Huh?
plus N2.
It's gonna show that values
Oh,
for
yeah,
this one?
it's gonna print the N3, not the value. Sorry. Print the
Yes,
value.
it's gonna print only the N3. Why? Because it is within the string. You see the difference between this one and this one. When you put something within the string, its color is different, right? It's a red color, right? And when you use the plus sign, we over here plus sign, what we call plus sign is the concatenation, right? Right, concatenation. So that means it's adding the. For example, you are writing some string, whatever you want to write. You want to write your message, so it's gonna be within the string, and